Stop perceiving your world and stop perceiving yourself through the eyes of lack. Because how you perceive your world is how you create your world.
Welcome to the Words of Wisdom podcast. This is the place to be to raise the consciousness within in order to create a life and business of ease, flow, and freedom. This podcast offers inspiring stories, strategies, and special guests to help you become your most aligned self. I am Minerva Maharaj, a former NBA Toronto Raptors dancer turned ICF accredited spiritual life coach, founder of Goddess of Wisdom Spiritual Life Coaching, and Star Seed Academy coach training. My soul's mission is to show you the impossible is truly possible. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's get to awakening your soul's wisdom.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Words of Wisdom. I am so grateful you're here today, and I hope you're truly enjoying these episodes as it's intended to help you create more wealth, rest, and freedom by doing less and being more you. Being more you meaning more ease, more flow, more abundant. That's who you are. And when you start operating and believing and seeing and being who you truly are, being from that state, you will create more ease, flow, and glory in your life, abundance and all. So today's episode is to help you with another step. If you want to start changing your financial situation and you feel like you're always broke, no matter how hard you work, no matter how much money comes in, you feel like you never have enough. One thing I'm inviting you to do, and that in fact, you're going to have to make a decision at some point, whether it's now or later, you're going to have to make a decision to stop perceiving your world through the eyes of lack. To stop perceiving your financial situation through lack. To stop perceiving your world that you don't have enough, that there's never enough. The reason you spend, the reason you rack up the bills, the credit card debt, or whatever, is because there's never enough no matter what you do. In fact, what you're actually saying is that you are not enough because you're operating from a lie. You're not operating from the truth that you are abundant and that you are a child of God, source, infinite intelligence. Because if you are operating from the place of infinite intelligence, then you would know you are a manifestation of source energy, of infinite intelligence here in physical form. And within that, you have the DNA of wealth, abundance, overflow, of enoughness, of worthiness. That wouldn't even be a question. So you need to make a conscious decision that you are enough. You need to start making a conscious decision that I'm no longer going to view myself or my situation through the eyes of lack, through the eyes of I'm not enough. There's never enough. Anything I do is not enough. Stop perceiving your world and stop perceiving yourself through the eyes of lack. Because how you perceive your world is how you create your world. And if you see everything, you open the bank account, or you take a look at your marriage, or you take a look around your house and think, it's not where I want it to be. I'm working so hard. Why isn't it changing? I'm always back in the same spot. It's because you have a point of view, you hold a belief, you're perceiving through the eyes, through the glasses of lack. That I don't have enough, this is not enough, they're not doing enough, I'm not doing enough. And no matter what happens on the other side of this, it's never going to be enough because you're looking through the glasses, like literally you put on sunglasses that says lack on it. And so when you open the bank account and you see what you see, whether you hit your monthly goal or whether it's running low or whether you're in the minus, You have a choice on how you perceive that situation. You can perceive it as there's never enough. Ugh, I'm stuck. This is how it's always going to be. Or you can make a choice of, instead of perceiving it through the eyes of lack, you start perceiving it through the eyes of abundance. Now you're probably thinking, well, how the heck am I supposed to look at it as abundant if there's a minus, if there are bills, if things keep racking up, if I'm still in the same situation, I'm not where I actually want to be financially? Well, you're not going to get to where you want to be financially by continually looking through this through the eyes of lack. I invite you to start looking through it. And this is where you need to make the conscious decision that I'm no longer, no matter the situation, gonna continue looking at my situation, no matter what it is, my marriage, my money, my health, my home, my job, myself, through the eyes of lack. You need to make that decision. And it's easy to make that decision if you believe that you are a child of the Most High, of God, Source, your higher self, whatever you define that to be. And there's no judgment here on what you call that. But what I do believe, that there is a higher power, an infinite source of creation that created us, that created every living being, that created all the abundance that this earth has. And that creator lives within us. So it's easy then to have that shift in perspective that, oh, yeah, sometimes we just need that reminder that if I truly believe I am a manifestation of the Most High and that lives within me, then I am abundant. I am free. I am infinite. I am overflow. And anchoring into that truth. And if that feels light or tingly or making some sort of sensation within you, that is an indicator that this is true for you and that you've been operating outside of the truth of who you are and what you came here to experience and be and do. And so you open that bank account, you have a choice. Am I going to perceive this from lack, or am I going to perceive this through the lens of abundance? And here's what this looks like. Just say your account's in the minus, or you didn't hit your monthly goal. You're just short of a few $100,000, whatever it is. You can look at it as like, oh, I didn't make it again. Look, it's happening again. I can never get out of it. No matter how hard I work, this is where I am. I'm always going to be here. This is always going to be this way. And you choose thoughts that make you feel defeated, discouraged, even more lax, spiraling down. Or you can open that same bank account. You're short a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 or so. You didn't hit your mark. And you can say, I choose to see this through the eyes of abundance. I choose to see this through the eyes of love. And what that might inspire you to start seeing and feeling and believing is, wow, look how far I have come. A year ago, I didn't know where my money was coming from. A year ago, I didn't know how to budget. A year ago, I wasn't even looking at my debts. I didn't have the financial knowledge I have now. Look how far I've come. Look what I have created. If I have created this, I can create so much more. Where am I not setting myself free? Where am I cutting myself short? You start asking yourself and you start perceiving it from a way that's more supportive to you, that will create that financial freedom and wealth that you desire. It's not going to be created through the lens and through the habits of lack. Because what you perceive is what you will receive. Your point of view creates your reality. So what you perceive is what you will receive. If you start perceiving your situation, no matter how dire it seems, how deep it seems, even if you have no clue how you're going to get out of the debt, if you return to love, if you return to abundance, if you return to who you are, the infinite intelligence within you, you will find a way. And you start operating from the mind that will create a different situation, financial experience for you, then continually creating the same situation that you're in. Because the same mind that got you in this situation and in this experience that you are not enjoying so much is not going to be the same mind that gets you out of it. So you need to start operating from a higher mind, from a higher consciousness, and start perceiving your current situation in a different way and in a way that empowers you. So you can choose right now, from this moment forward, are you going to continually view your life and your financial circumstance or any area of your life through the eyes of lack or through the eyes of abundance and love? And once you start doing it, it takes a practice, it takes conditioning, it takes reprogramming, it takes some time. But even in this moment, you can start feeling the lightness, the freshness, the relief around this. And that will take practice. And the more you perceive your world through the eyes of abundance, the more you create the experiences of abundance. Ooh, that was a good one. I really liked this episode. Let me know in the comments below, whether you're listening on YouTube or anywhere else, how this episode resonates with you. And if you were ready to take it further, to start becoming the person who experiences abundance and overflow, then enter my Portal to Overflow Mastermind. We're currently in progress and we meet 2 times a month for the next 6 months, where you get hot seat coaching and you get high level consciousness skills and tools to create the abundance in your life, but not just to create the abundance in the life, to become who you truly are, which is abundant, free, and wealthy. I hope you'll join us. The link and details are below. Thank you all for listening. See you next week.